Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jana and it is Sydney Grace Sunday. This was created by Bekah Jo. I'm going to leave all her information in the description box below. It is the first Sunday of the month, which means it's time for February's BYOP and being the month of love. I just had to come in and do I was going for like an everyday Valentine's Day. Nothing like too bold, too crazy. I wanted different shades, different colors so I can be able to create different looks, but still have like a pretty overall Valentine's Day look. And I'm also excited because I kind of set it up kind of like how Simply Posh does, when they have like a row of mattes or a row of shimmers. And that's kind of like what I wanted to do. And then I also did it so like I'll have all the purples, a row of pink, purple, reds, pinks, and then kind of like a neutral row. So I'm very excited to use this and play with it this month. I'm going to go over, I'm going to let you know what shades I picked, and we're going to do 2 looks. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. All right, so I'm just going to start here and I'm just going to go down each row and work my way across. The first shade is Sydney Grace and it's My Savior Light. I don't know how many times I've used this in BYOPs and dupes. This is a fantastic shade. Such a unique shade. It's just like that perfect, it's like a cool grayish purple leaning flesh tone color. I love it. Next one is Autumn Dream, also from Sydney Grace. Build it up just a little bit more. It's such a pretty like blush lavender color. Swatch isn't great, but it's very pretty. The next shade is from NZ Rain's Strawberry Moon and it's Butterfly Bush. Next one is from NZ Rain's Cosmic Dreamer and it's Antimatter. All right, the next one is NZ Rain. This is from Strawberry Moon and it's Rose Moon. I never knew there were so many moons. This shimmer is so stunning. So it's gorgeous. Next one is from NZ Rain. This is from the Flourish palette and it's Dahlia Magic. Almost said moon. This is so gorgeous. It just reminds me of spring. Oh, I love spring. It's my favorite season. Look how pretty that looks already. Next one is Fire Orchid, and this is from NZ Rain. It's a single. Let me turn the light down a little. There we go. Now we can really see it. This one is from NZ Rain's Cold Moon, and it's Wolf Moon. See? My son always thinks the world's ending when the moon's out during the daytime. Oh, that's so pretty. This one is from NZ Rain's Land of Enchantment, and it's Great Crystal. This is from Adept, the La Cienega palette, and it is Lennox. Right, it's from Sydney Grace, Brilliant Realm. One of my favorites. Doesn't want to blend out really well, but it does on the eye. Wow, that's not a great swatch. Maybe it'll meet together. Okay, there we go. We've got some not great swatches now. This one's from Sydney Grace and it's Grounds. From Sydney Grace, Dear Reader. Oh, I forgot to tell you what this was. Sydney Grace, Chasing Twilight. Let's add on there a little bit. Sydney Grace and it's Ladies Dancing. And the last shade is from Sydney Grace and it's Pie Swap. All right, that's the shades I picked for this month for February. And now let's get into a couple of eye looks. And for this look, I do want to do like a Valentine's Day look. So I think I'm going to go in with like this kind of reddish row right here, and then we will venture out to some other shades. I'm going to start with the Rephr 27, and we're going to go into this one. And next week, I should have the Down to Earth palette I'm duping with the Cindy Grace shadows. That should be up next Sunday. All right, before I go any further, I'm going to come in with the pencil brush, and I'm going to do under the brow and inner corner. I'm trying to remember to bring back the under the brow, but I just keep forgetting. It's like out of habit. And I do like to go in with it first. That way it does kind of blend out a little bit. I don't want it, like super pigmented, but just like a little something there. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same brush and go into this kind of like reddish, I won't say burgundy, but it's kind of leaning that way. Red's not my go-to color, but I don't mind like using it in looks mixed with some other shades. And I'm just gonna go back in with that first shade. It's the thing with red, it just feels like it could really get out of control super easily. I'm just gonna go in with a clean, fluffy blending brush just to kind of tone the outside down a little bit. I'm gonna go with the dose of colors. I'm gonna go into, it's kind of like a gray leaning shade, maybe like a brown gray leaning. Boy, that one's really pigmented. And let me know, guys, if you are still wanting a 2025 eyeshadow palette countdown. I've like had it on my list to do since after Christmas, and I don't know. I like have a whole list of ideas and videos to film, but just trying to squeeze everything in right now, it's a lot. Right now I'm gonna go in with a smudger brush into the same shade. All right, and now you know what? I hear you guys and I see your comments. You guys are telling me you love shimmers, but you love Cindy Grace metallic. So what I'm going to start doing when I can, when I'm able to, I'm going to do a whole look using just the Cindy Grace shadows, and then after that, I'll go back and add like shimmers and all that fun stuff. Not that these are fun, but just little. All right, so I'm going to start out with the shade. And I'm going to kind of keep it at the outer corner. All right, I want to bring it just a little bit more red in. I'm not tapping too much, but I just want to bring a little bit of red right here before I go in with another shimmer. All right, and for the rest of the lid, I'm going to go in with this shade. Is this? Oh no, I think it's the other palette. Yeah, the Down to Earth palette. I already used 2 of the January bundles in that one, so those are already coming in handy. Ooh, I like that. And then for the lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with the shimmer. I'm going to spray it. All right, so this is how it's looking just with the Cindy Grace shimmers. All right, and now I think I'm going to go in with the red and the pink. Let's start out with the red. And I'm going to keep that more out here. I'm going to take a clean finger just to kind of blend the edge a little bit. I don't want it too harsh. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty just like that. All right, and I'm going to go in with this pink. I'm not sure if I'm going to take it all the way in. I may just kind of keep it like in the center. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that is very bright. Again, taking a clean finger and just kind of blending it out around the edges. Oh yeah, I really like that. And I didn't even use all that was on my finger. And then just coming back in with a tiny bit more gray on the outer edge. All right, really happy with this. Now that's Valentine's Day to me. All right, let's get some blush. All right, for highlighter, I'm gonna go in the Lands of Enchantment palette, face palette. All right, I'm gonna go with Lumerian Light. All right, I'm gonna go with Strawberry Cheesecake from Cindy Grace. Have you guys seen? I don't know why. Yeah, because I love food, but I always have like on Instagram viral food stuff that goes on. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I know that Courtney Cook. I forgot what her whole channel's name is, but she does that sweet potato with the cheese in the middle. I don't know. Does that show up on your guys' feed? I always get stuff like that, but now the new viral thing is, I guess it's like a Japanese cheesecake where people are trying to make the healthy version where they take yogurt and then they put, oh, what are those cookies? Biscotti? Where they take biscotti cookies and then you put it in there, set it overnight. I just saw one. They took like oh, they make like cream, like a cheesecake where it's already Pillsbury makes like a container or like it's like a no bake cheesecake and then they did it with that and then put like they did not do it healthy. But it looks so good. Sorry, but this blush brought it to mind. Something new, some new makeup product I've used is making me break out. Those makeup products. All right, I'm gonna go into Bermuda Rose from RMS. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just like a blush highlighter mixture. I gotta start using these more. All right, guys, I'm gonna go finish this up and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys, it's the final look. I love the way this turned out. I just feel like it's really pretty. It's not too bold, at least not for me, and it's just not too out there. You know, it's wearable. It's wearable for me. So I'm really liking this palette so far. Let me tell you what I finished off with. For the outer corner, I went in with Killer Storm from Too Faced. For the rest of the lower lash line, I went in with Baby Pink from Moya Cosmetics. For the liner, I went with Cool BFF from ColourPop. Went in with Manila from Ofra. And went with Cold Moon from NZ Rain. I do want to say, if you guys can see how large this doe foot is, you are not getting a whole lot of product. Can you guys see how low this is? Like, I just barely got this. I have not used it. It's not like I've used it on the daily. I've used this maybe once a week, and that's how much product is left in it. And it's kind of gonna set me on a rant because after that whole drugstore haul, you guys, oh my goodness, I don't know. I am understanding why people don't buy drugstore and they're going to high end because the products are getting so small yet so much more expensive. Like I was going to say this for a FOMO wish list, and I will mention it in the FOMO wish list, but the majority of the stuff I got is going back. That foundation, I mean, I've tried it again today. It looks good right now, but in person, mm-mm. I don't know if we can. It just, it just sits right on top of the skin, like, and then you could still see these blemishes coming through. There's just too many good foundations out there to have to maneuver and try to figure out how to get a foundation to work for you, if that makes sense. So, I mean, the Maybelline, what was it, La Lumi Matte one? I love that one, but this one, it's a no. And drugstore is just getting too expensive. So, the majority of the stuff, again, when I do the FOMO wish list, I'm going to go over the previous stuff. I'll let you guys know what I kept and what I went back. But yeah, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Not a good makeup week. But I just want to let you guys know, in case you are interested in that. I've seen so many videos. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. That's the way it works for me too. It's like the opposite for me. Like everything that everybody loves, I hate, and then what everybody hates, I usually love. So maybe that's what I need to do is start researching what everybody's hating on makeup. But I think that's it. I think we're ready to go on to the next look. All right, for this look, I think I'm going to mainly stick with the purples. I may pop into some of the other shades, but I want to do again, I'm just going to do like a whole look using the Cindy Grace shimmers, and then I will add some different of the bling blang shimmers over the top. All right, I'm gonna start with the Sydney Grace E12, and I think I'm just gonna like mix these two to start with. All right, I'm going to start out with the Lands of Enchantment highlighter, and I'm going to go into Aura Light. I'm also going to take a little bit of it into the inner corner, just to give it a tiny bit more sparkle. I'm going to go into that Blend Buddy Bare Cheeks palette, and I think I'm just going to dip into the pink and the purple. And for cream, I'm going to go into Pink Sky from Tarte. All right, guys, I'm going to finish this look up, and I will be right back. All right, guys, it's the final look. My cat is seriously snoring. I love the way this turned out. It looks so pretty. It's like so spring-like. I just wanted to keep like the lower lash line pretty simple. So I just went in with Lavender from LA Girl. For the planner, I went in with Nude Espresso from L'Oreal. It was a little warm, so I went over it with Cool BFF from ColourPop. Then I just went in with Gargoyle Gloom from Unearthly. And that's it, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know how you liked the options of using, just like metallics and then going in with some shimmers. Let me know how you feel about this month's BYOP, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.